I don't really like the whole Christian actor thing. I think I consider myself just more of an actor.
Do you think any actor likes to be considered a Christian actor? It sucks to be called just a Christian actor. I always joke because I'm either the bad influencing druggie.
How could you possibly understand?
Or the pro-life counseling mom.
Is there any greater blessing than a new baby?
It's not that I don't like being in faith-based films, but there's a part of me that just wants to break out, and I want people to see me as an actor.
Let's go a little fierce with these.
I feel like I've sacrificed so much being in the faith-based entertainment industry. It's just a hard time. You have a hard time, I have a hard time. That never gets old. I can't say that moving in that direction wouldn't hurt my opportunities to work with Pureflix or any other Christian company, but I get criticized no matter what I do. I think I'm just scared that I'm gonna say something and people are gonna be like, well, we wouldn't want you. And then it's like, I'm afraid the Christian people will be like, well, we don't want you either. And it's like, that would suck.
Run like hell. Run like hell. If you're gonna make it, there ain't no one who can tell. So you better run like hell.
Perfect. Love the squinch with the eyes.
So we're shooting today with my friend Jonathan C. Ward, who is gonna take some headshots. We basically cut my hair off. Me and my management team decided to cut all my hair off and go for a completely different edge. I don't know how to be a pouty 3-year-old. I'm always a pouty 3-year-old.
There you go. Love that little giggly laugh.
I feel like you're mocking me. It's really hard because I feel like I've kind of been labeled as a role model and a faith-based actor, which are great things and they're wonderful things, but I feel like people are limiting me.
Let's do a quick little review.
Quick little review.
Yeah.
Damn! When you look at someone and say, oh, well, they don't really fit the Christian mold. What is the Christian mold? We're going for more edgy, more fun, a little bit more punk.
Look at that.
I love it. She's so dramatic. Love. Yeah, I'm just tired of being the perfect in-the-box cookie cutter.
That's great.
My name is Emma Elle Roberts. I am an actress. I work in the faith-based industry, and I would like to move more into the secular side. So we're in my bedroom. This is my safe place in LA. I moved in with a bunch of strangers that have really just become great friends and great people. So that's me and my mom. I got a lot of photos of me and Jared up here because love is great. I grew up in the South. I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. All of my memories growing up is my dad always coming in his police uniform and all the kids being like, what? This is actually one of my favorite verses. It says, be still and know that I am God. I would definitely describe my family as a Christian family. I was raised that way. I went to the same church my whole life. All right. So this is my Bible. I actually have Psalms 3 right now, which is probably one of my favorite verses because it just talks about how, you cry out to God and you feel like no one hears you. I would say it's hard for me to book mainstream roles right now only because so much of my reel and things that I've done have been faith-based. If you go to Apple TV, you can just click on Pureflix and there's this handy little app for it. This Pureflix logo. Pureflix is a production company that also distributes movies, and they have a platform where their sole purpose is to create films and television shows that bring people closer to Jesus.
I wish there was a way to skip through this one.
I'm going onto Pureflix to search for I'm Not Ashamed, which was a film that I did with Pureflix. It was actually one of my first Pureflix films.
Not sure what that means, but I'm here for you.
I never made it to class.
Of course you didn't.
Celine was probably one of the first characters that I feel like really gave me an acting opportunity to be something that I didn't normally portray on camera.
My character is a overdramatic, emotional best friend of Rachel. She's the crazy one. She keeps
honestly a lot more terrible version of myself at 17, but she did do a lot of drugs and a lot of drinking, which was something that thankfully I wasn't really affected by, but I definitely did make the best choices. When I was 17, I was more so taken advantage of sexually and convinced that's the proper way to love someone. And for me, I was coaxed into something that I didn't know how to say no to. I felt shame and guilt and I ran away from it. And it drove a wedge between me and my family. And one of the hardest things is that I feel like I let my parents down. Truthfully, like being a Christian, it's wait to have sex until you're married. And when you don't do that and you know you're supposed to, you feel this shame and condemnation. This is unplanned. This is the DVD. I actually feel really special about this because this released in theaters across the United States. It was number 4, I think, at the box office opening weekend, which is huge for like an independent film. Unplanned is the story of Abby Johnson.
Abby Johnson is in the other room.
Who was a Planned Parenthood clinic director who ended up witnessing a couple abortions and even having some of her own. The directors for Unplanned actually offered me the role and made me pray about it for a week because they told me that people would blacklist me from Hollywood. I got so attacked because I was representing the pro-life side. You know, the amount of people that I lost personal relationships with because I believed in the project that I was doing. How is that fair? I don't think I could just stay in the Christian side of it because I don't want to just be typical and safe. I would be mad at myself if I just settled and said, I'm only going to do this because it's steady and stable.
Real smooth.
Jared, tell them what we're making.
We're making
This is my cooking show.
steak and scalloped potatoes.
It's my favorite meal that he makes. Do you want to open the wine?
Yeah, I will open the wine.
Jared Lotes is my boyfriend. He is also coincidentally a Christian actor. Jared, do you want the big wine glasses?
Sure, that's fine.
I actually play opposite Jared Lotes in the film Unplanned, and we found a very unplanned love. I'm sorry I had to.
You're being sassy with me, and
No.
I can't handle it right now. I need
Why
you to
can't you
love
handle?
me.
I'm trying. And you're.
Are you filming this right now?
Do you want to taste? You want to taste first?
Yeah, what are we having tonight?
This is a Cabernet from it's Arrow Creek. It's Ralph's finest. So
In the $5 section or the $9?
oh no, it was $5 off, but it's actually a $15 wine. So we did pretty good today.
I think it will pair very nicely with our steak and
Very
potatoes.
good.
I'll have that one.
Very good, man.
Make me steak.
Should turn out good. Yeah, I'm a Christian actor. I mean, faith has always been a big part of my life. But I don't know. I went to school for acting, so I consider myself an actor. I don't like straying away from any type of particular role. So.
Do you think any actor likes to be considered a Christian actor?
I don't know. I'm sure there are. Yeah, I'm sure there are some people out there that are.
We
like,
just weird and are like, I just want to be a real actor. Don't label me a Christian.
I am a real actor, so.
I'm working on it. I feel like all of these, I look a little bit more edgy.
That's a good one.
And that one's
That's
really
really
powerful.
good. That's a really good one. I like that one.
I should favorite that one. I think being a faith-based actor, you understand the struggles that the other one faces and you understand the judgment that is placed on you. Jared is one of the few Christian actors that I've met that is also non-judgmental for wanting to break out and do things that aren't just the Christian bubble. And it's like, that's rare to find. Christians, like sometimes I feel like they are the hardest on people. It's unbelievable the standard we hold people to. I get criticized no matter what I do. You know, one of the most common things that pops up every time I have to go find my IMDb is my ex-husband's name. And like, it's heavy. I was married and I am now divorced. And like, how shameful does that feel when people come to you and say, oh, you're a Christian actor? I thought you were married. Yeah, I'm not married anymore. And it's also exhausting to feel like I can't talk about me and Jared because there's this shame and guilt that I've been married before. You're stressing me out. Okay. It's hard because I know I need to talk about being an edgier person and like wanting to be edgy and different. I don't actually know if there's like this is the one type that I want to play. I just know that I want someone to give me the opportunity to tell a deep story. So I got a phone call when I was at work today. There are some MGM executives and producers that are testing a show and they want me to come audition tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, really.
That's great.
You're like so like monotone all the time.
I know.
But, like, I
but
need you to be excited about
wait,
it.
so who called? So who called? Did Mike call?
No. So the person from MGM called and they asked me to come tomorrow at 10:30. It's still hard because it's like I could still go and meet all of them and then them be like, yeah, she's okay. But they did, when they called me, they said, we need a cute blonde girl because we don't have any white blonde girls. So
There you are. You're magic.
very few.
Always just go in there and do that. Just go in there and do that.
I'm cute and white and blonde.
You'll crush it.
Yeah, but you know that like very rarely do I get auditions where they're not asking for someone that's ethnic or something very specific. Because I rarely get auditions that they're looking for a white blonde girl anymore. It's just a hard time. You have a hard time. I have a hard time. Not only is it hard to be a Christian actor, it's hard to be white. I said it.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and like, don't shield this. You know it's true.
I don't feel that.
I'm leaving it all out on the table, the dinner table. That's what our cooking show could be.
Or we could just call it The Last Supper.
A Christian actor's take on the industry while cooking. I love it. I think that was a brilliant idea.
Dear Jesus, thank you for this food. Thank you for this time together. Thank you for the opportunities that you've given us. And thank you for the time that we get to spend together and growing and loving you. And let us glorify you in everything we do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
It's 9:30. Pretty much everyone from my family has contacted me already. That's my alarm to make sure I left the house for the audition. The article that was released was an interview that I did, but then they had a therapist talk about, you know, why playing a role in a TV show was helpful to my experience and processing through all of that. But I mean, I'd never even talked to the therapist, so it was just kind of, I don't know, it's weird reading about yourself from an unbiased opinion when you don't even know who's talking about you. For the last couple of years, I had a group of people that were in my life that told me I couldn't do roles because I was a Christian. I think going in today and having this audition with MGM would be huge for my career.
Hi everyone, I am Emma Elle Roberts and I am waiting for
Hello. Hello. I just got out of my audition and it went really well. They liked me so much that they actually asked me to hang around and come back today at 2. So then, yeah, and then it'll film on Friday. So I literally have no idea what it's about. But
that's awesome, though.
I know. I'm excited. How did your audition go?
How did my audition go?
Yeah.
It went well. Kind of funny. I just had to be shirtless and...
Your favorite.
My favorite.
So many shirtless auditions lately. Good thing we joined a
So
gym.
many. It's crazy. Yeah. Gym membership's paying off.
This season of my life is a season of growth and change. And I think that this season is a lot about me letting go of what other people think of me and what other people say I am and what God says I am. I feel judged all the time. And I feel like there's always something I'm doing wrong. And that's probably one of the scariest things about talking to you is that whenever I talk to people that aren't Christians or whatnot, I feel like they're judging me for number one, being so Christian, number two, not knowing what I believe, and number three, for being hypocritical. And that is the worst thing and the farthest from the truth.
Let it shine on me. Let it shine on me.
There are a lot of days that I want to quit acting because I feel like I give people so much mercy and I feel like that mercy is never returned. And that's my slogan as a Christian actor.
Shine on. Let it shine on. Let your light from the lighthouse shine on me. My love.
Hi, I'm Emma Elle Roberts, and you're watching this.
I have experience with firearms. Pew pew.
Hi, I'm Emma Elle Roberts, and I'm in Los Angeles, California.
What was that weird noise that my mouth just made?
We're gonna go again!